If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. I could probably end the list right there, but I'm going to continue. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. Speaking from personal experience, creating a podcast felt so overwhelming. I didn't know where to start, but using Anchor was a no-brainer. Their website and app is user-friendly. You're able to navigate through it easily. It's pretty cool, guys. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership, and it's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. A one-stop shop. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Hello. I am here. Oh my goodness. I'm here with a star. I'm here with Miss Yolanda Wallace George, also known as Miss Yoge. Miss Yoge is the mother of all things. I mean, she literally does it all. And I have so much respect and admiration for this queen. Mrs. Yoge is the epitome of a woman boss and of becoming. A CEO and designer of Yoge's fashion line and custom designer with Fashions LLC. She is a published, award-winning designer and a toe in every mainstream fashion district, including fashion shows globally and internationally. That's right. Yes, she is international. As a matter of fact, she is the reason that I am international. I am an international model because of this woman here. Yes, she has been featured in so many fashion shows, including but not limited to Coastal Fashion Tour, Louisiana Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week. I was there for that one. 50 Shades of U, Essence Festival, and the list goes on. She champions also her models and recognizes them as shining stars with awards as well. I mean, to be such a phenomenal winner, she also celebrates winners, which is why I just love this queen so much. So, Miss Yoge, did I miss anything?
No, you're doing good.
Good. If there's anything else I didn't mention, please let me know. And as I share it, let's not forget that you're an Army mother and a celebrated wife. I say celebrated because what I can tell from her postings on Facebook, like she and her husband actually not only love each other, but they like each other.
Yeah.
and I those are goals. I think that is like something to want in Black love, like someone that you like continue to ravish about, continue to glow on and share. And I just love seeing their posts. I've only played a happily like engaged person on TV, but you're doing it for real in marriage. How many years?
8 now.
8 years of marriage. Wow, those are goals. So not only do you celebrate Black love, not only do you celebrate others, but you have been celebrated on high regards. Let's just get into it. You've been employed by well-known people in the film and movie industry.
That's right.
We won't say all their names, but you've been busy with some of the people, in the top cups.
Very top.
One of them to mention is the Oprah Winfrey.
Yes.
Oprah. Oh, wow. Oprah championed you her grand prize winner of Color Purple Sweepstakes?
Yes, that was in 2008.
And what did that mean to you?
At first I was shocked. I didn't believe it. Because, you enter sweepstakes and you're like, I'm just going to do this. I'm not going to win. And then I get this FedEx letter stating, you're the grand prize winner. Of course, I didn't believe it. I thought it was a scam. So I actually called the studio myself.
What?
And I had to go through a few people to try to get the answer because they were like, well, who are you? And well, I'm being told I'm the grand prize winner of her Color Purple Sweepstakes. And I said, is this a real sweepstakes? Because I didn't remember even entering. That's how many I would enter.
Wow.
And the lady I spoke with, she said, yes, there is. And the winner has been chosen. And I said, well, who was the winner? And she said, well, I can't tell you that. I said, well, I think I'm the winner. And she said, what makes you think that? I said, well, I received a FedEx packet stating I was the winner. And she said, I said, so can you tell me? And she said, no. She said, how about you give me some information? And I said, no. I'm not giving out any of my information. I said, please just tell me. Well, where does the lady live or the man lives, whoever won? What state do they live in? And you could hear her typing. And she said, Louisiana. I said, okay, that's a plus. I said, is it male or female? She said, female.
2 boxes checked.
I said, that's another plus. And she started laughing with me. I guess she figured out, okay, I'm talking to the winner. And I said, well, since it's a female, I don't want to know her last name. What is her first name? She said, well, I can tell you that. Yolanda. I said, you have got to be kidding. I said, it's me. And I was a Charles then. She said, it's Yolanda Charles. She's from home in Louisiana. I said, you don't have to say anything else. It's me. Because I had to sign all these affidavits and stuff. And they sent me a couple of weeks later, I got a check. Then, while I was up there, everything was all expense paid. At the limo, the chauffeur waiting to pick me up at the airport.
Wow.
For a little country girl like me, they put me in this suite, and I'm on the elevator going up and down, not knowing I got to put my card in to get to the residential suite. So I'm like, and the lady in my elevator, she goes, well, you can't go up there. She goes, that's for VIPs. I said, well, I'm VIP today.
Amen.
So yeah, I did win it was 2006.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was her VIP guest to the show. I sat in the front, and it was really nice. It was very nice.
Yes.
So, she made that eye contact at some point.
Yes.
So, evidently they're like, okay, the winner is going to be sitting here.
Yes.
So.
That is awesome. And she announced you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That is so amazing. And then what is it like also working with well-known people, like in the industry?
You learn a lot. You learn a lot. You learn that it's very hard at what they do, because I had no idea behind the scenes was as hectic, and one scene could take days to. That one clip, like those 30-minute shows we watch, takes forever. It takes forever. Of course, I don't sit through the whole thing now anymore. I just bring whatever clothing or whatever they need, and I leave. Unless I really must sit there. But I usually just drop off what's requested, and then I leave. Yeah.
Because you can do that.
That's why I have such a large collection of designs and all types, because when it's requested, I want to have it because I rent them out to the movie sets. So, but that's but it's fun. But you learn a lot. I asked one actor, I said, do you deal with a lot of envy and, from other people as you're climbing the ladder? He says, yes, and it will not stop. The higher you climb, the smaller your circle will become. He said, because not everyone wants you to get where you are, because it's not them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, so it's all the time. It's not just some of the time, So, and I just had to ask that question because I've dealt with a lot since I've accelerated. I mean, a lot of people say I have moved too fast. But I've been doing what I've been doing now for 40 plus years. And it just popped off the last couple of years.
Yes.
So the timing was right. Like I said, when it's your time, it's your time. You can't rush it. So,
And how do you feel when people say that? Because I've heard that, and it's literally like a slap in the face. But I don't get mad because I'm like, you don't know my struggle, my journey,
That's
like
right.
the endless nights, sleepless nights. You don't know. All you know is what you see. So for you, like when we went to Paris, they're like, oh, it happened so fast for you.
At first, I was offended,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I asked a top actor
Mm-hmm.
about that. Said just brush it off because it never ends.
Mm.
You're gonna have some that root you 100%, and others that will throw you under the bus.
Yeah.
Or just try to defame your character, but you have to just hold your head up because you're not doing anything wrong. It's not you, it's them.
Yes.
So I don't care anymore. Not like I really cared anyway, but because you know what God has for you is for you. No one can take it from you.
Yes, I love that. I love that. So you worked on film sets, and you've also have been and continue to work as a celebrity stylist. I mean, I know we can't mention names, but but you've done some big things.
And so I just want to sometimes run up and go, take a picture with me so I can show, but you can't. When I first applied to do this 2 years ago, that was one of the rules. You couldn't take pictures, you couldn't harass the stars, you couldn't do any of that. You just have to, if they come up to you, by all means, you know, you acknowledge them. But some of them don't make eye contact with me. And some are overly friendly. But, you know, you laugh, you talk, but I wouldn't dare take a picture, you know. If they want to, we can, but other than that, and they don't ask to take a picture with me. Anyway, it's so much fun. It's different. They're just like us. They work very hard at what they do. Very hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. But you're a celebrity yourself in your own regard. You have so many. How many awards?
3, 4, 6.
I'm looking at 2 right behind you.
Yeah, that was in Chicago with Chicago Media.
Wow.
And that was so much fun. When I tell you, I had no idea. I just wanted to come home a winner. And I did. And I won Best Male Model Group. What else did I win? The People's Choice.
Wow.
I was the People's Choice. So I was like screaming. I'm like, what? Keep calling my name. Keep calling my name. And then in the end, they said the overall winner was Yoge. And I was like, you have got to be kidding. So we were partying in the streets of Chicago that night.
Yes. You know what I love about you? Just to go a little bit off script, what I love about you is that, one, you're so much fun. Like, it's a party every time. You know, your crew gets together. You have an award-winning team. Like, you have a team behind you. And I mean,
you know, you're part of that team.
Yes, we fine too. We fine.
Say I'm too tough, or you're being rude. It's like, no, I'm being honest. I'm not gonna let my models go out in something I wouldn't wear.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna request them to do something I would not do.
Yeah.
And like I tell them before every event, we will pray. You don't want to pray, step aside, but we're gonna pray.
Yes, I love it.
And because that's where everything comes from.
Right.
Everything. God first, and you will succeed.
Yes.
So, and I take care of my team.
Yes.
I try my best to take care of my team.
Yes.
And they appreciate it. You know, I try my best. I'm not going to let you get over on me, but my team knows I take care of them.
Yes.
I take care.
I know that you have people coming from far and in between to be a part of your shows. I wanted to come. I forgot. I think I had my house. I was building my business, which is the only reason why I didn't come to one of the fashion shows. But you have your annual fashion show every year. And as As a matter of fact, okay, so let me go back and let everyone know how I even came to know Miss Yoge. So how I came to know Miss Yoge was about maybe my first full year of modeling. I walked because I learned about some fashion shows in the South while I was there for my Air Force training. I first did the Juneteenth fashion show, and then while I was there, I auditioned for Coastal Fashion Tour, and then I came back that July for Coastal Fashion Tour, and it was a 3-day, 3-city, 3-state tour. We started in Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana. Then the second day we were in Pass Christian, Mississippi, and then the third day we were in Mobile, Alabama. And everyone, I heard of Miss Yoge, and everyone was like, "That's the lady to know." So I went up there. I don't even think she was first on because they put your designers' names on your badge, and I was like, "Can I please walk for you?" And he was like, "Can you fit this?" And I think at first she gave me something else. But then you said, put on this white garment. And when I put on that white garment, the next day I put on that white garment. And then the day after, the show thereafter, I had on that white dress. And when I said we are one, I think this was the first time in history that the same model and designer had paired in this way. Whereas we were, showcasing this garment, this outfit, this designer piece. And I loved it because, and every night I would do something different because it's like, it has I'm getting so excited. The fabric, I have it. It's like in a bag, I think, actually.
Yeah, let them know you purchased it in the end.
Yes, because I could not let anyone else have it. And then I wore it to the Beyonce and Jay-Z concert when they were here. But this dress, it's made like that material on the pillows where you slide your hand across it and it changed designs.
It's a vertical sequence.
Yes. And every night I did something different with the reverse. I would get to the end of the fashion show and just slide my hand across it and show everyone.
I have that picture.
Yes. And show how it reversed. One night I put a Y for Yoge. It was so phenomenal. And then from there we've stayed in touch. And as I shared, it is because of Miss Yolanda George that I am a international model. She reached out to me because I was always like, "Hey mama, love you, love seeing what you're doing," and it's been the same way. And she said, "Hey, I'm going to Paris, you coming?" And I was like, "What? Huh?" And she said, "This is what you do." And she came back and said, "Did you do it?" And then she said, "Now I'm not gonna hold your hand. If you want to be in Paris, then you will make sure you do what you need to do to get into Paris." So
That's
I
right.
did what I needed to do. And we went to Paris Fashion Week, and I wore this.
Last.
It was what I know what my experience of Paris was. I know what I experienced. I was like, I'm 26. It was my goal to make it by 30. This is a dream come true.
Right.
Like, I was just lavishing in the moment. But I tell everyone it was also very bittersweet because we had the highs of the highs in moments and then the lows of the lows.
Lows.
It
And
was,
you expect that.
yeah.
You're not going to always, but we make the most of it. And we had a blast.
Yes.
When it was an experience that I don't regret.
Yes.
And I still keep in contact with the producer.
Good.
And she wants me to come back, but I'm like, wait, I don't do the same area.
Yes, I'm like that. Been there, done that.
Like I told her, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to Paris. And I was supposed to go to Dubai this June.
Yeah.
No, April. This past April. I was supposed to go to Dubai, but of course we can't go anywhere right now. So I said, well, I will get there.
Yes.
I will get there.
And I hope to be there with you.
I enjoyed Paris. It was nice. I mean, we had some setbacks, Some models weren't ready. And like I preached, I told you guys, I said, we have to stick together when we travel internationally. We're better in crowds. And one ventured off with some people she didn't know.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, she was wrong. But everybody else, and we pulled together and we took care of her.
Yes, we did.
We had to keep her there, but
yes,
I have never seen a Yoge family pull together and make sure she had enough money.
Yes.
I gave her my cell phone. Like I told her, I said, I'm with the group. We're leaving you here.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be without communication.
Right.
We took care of her.
Yes, we did.
Made sure, she would be okay. And I was in constant contact with her, making sure. And by the grace of God, she made it back home safe.
She did.
And I chewed her out.
Mama Yoge.
In Paris. And I told her what I said. I told you not to do this. You did it anyway. You're beautiful. You don't need anyone to tell you that.
Yes, and the reason for the record, the reason why we had to leave her was because her purse was stolen. Once we met back up, I think we were going to eat, and once we met back up, we were all like, "Hey, how was your day? What did you do?" And as we were talking, her purse was literally picked up. Like nobody noticed it. It was literally picked up and carried away from us, like in our presence. It was so crazy how it happened. Me and John, we are like the yin and yang.
Screaming, don't run, come back.
It was so crazy. Yeah. So me and John Dugan, we decided that we're gonna go find this purse burglar. So we take off running, and then we get to a point and we're like, we gotta split up to find him. And here's the thing in Paris, all the men, or a lot of men, actually wear over-the-shoulder bags. So I'm running, and every time I see a man with an over-the-shoulder bag, I'm like, hey, excuse me, hey. And then when I realized, like, this is such a common occurrence of men, I'm not going to find this person, I looked up, and I didn't know where I was. And so now I'm lost in Paris.
Like, my babies are gone.
I feel like a kid in the mall when their mom like walks off and you like is stuck. I'm like, I got tears down my eyes and I'm like, Yoge.
Yes, and we finally got back together within minutes.
Yep.
Oh my God. But that was the really down part of our trip.
Yep.
But like you said, her everything, which I said, do not put the passports in your bag. Leave it locked up in a safe in your room. Just carry a copy. Everything she had was in that bag.
Yeah.
So she could not come back. She couldn't leave.
Right. She had to
no
wait.
means of getting back. But thank God, like we said, I think 4 days later she was able to come home.
Yep. Once the embassy opened up. It was weird though because she went, and then at the same moment that she was there to report her item stolen, someone had dropped it off as if she was being watched. It was such a ironic experience.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think she was set up.
Yeah.
I really think she was set up. I know she had told me at one point she wanted to tell me. She said at one point she thought we'd never see her again.
Oh my God.
And I never really talked to her about that part. But she still travels everywhere with me. But I guarantee you she's right there.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. Yes, we got onto Paris. So yes, Paris was a great. Oh, I gotta say this too. So I wore in Paris this rose gold dress. I'm still like.
It's waiting for you.
Is it?
Just need that dress. I can send it to you.
I'm coming.
I'll give it to you.
Oh my God, I'm coming because I have to tell you, I was going through your Facebook and pictures looking for stuff, and I seen somebody else in it, and I felt like my boyfriend left me. Like I had this pit knot in my stomach, like I had been cheated on. I almost dropped a few tears. I was like, no.
It's here. I still have it.
I think I have possession issues. If I have it on, it's mine. Anything that you and I create together, I have to take it home with me.
I got it.
Yes, and not only so you've also won received several nominations.
Yeah.
Several publications. How many publications?
Right now, I think it's maybe 12 or 13. But the biggest one was Essence Magazine.
Yes, Essence Magazine. In the modeling world, or for those of us that are not known in the modeling world, publications mean you're legit. Publications mean that your work have been published. A model, as a designer, a model have been published wearing your garments, and It is either in a magazine, in a catalog. It's in unpublished through Miss Yoge for New York, for Paris Fashion Week, in an international catalog or web catalog. So that's what it means. It's a big deal. It is a big deal. So
yeah, I actually purchased that magazine because I wanted to keep it as a memorabilia. She said, well, you don't have to purchase it. I'll send you one. I said, no, I'm going to purchase one, and you can still send me the free one.
yes.
But, and you're in there.
Yes.
In your rose-colored dress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So all of this around the brand Yoge, because you've been designing for, like you said, over 40 years, and then you began doing fashion show the last, what, 3?
It's 4 now.
4 years, 2016.
Mm-hmm.
So how did Yoge come to be? Because Yoge, tell us, because Yoge is like the merging of your name. How did it come to be?
Well, Yoge is Yolanda George, the first 2 letters of my first name, and the first 2 letters of my last name, to make my husband feel a part of it. You know, I had to do that. And everybody was like, God, that's such... In Paris, they love the name. Yoge. And they're the only ones that got it right. Every last one of them. Everybody back here is like, Yogi, Yoge. But, actually, I had never done runway, and I got on social media, and I'm sure you know Rasha.
Yes, Rasha Glam. Yes.
Rasha had a post. She was looking for designers for a fashion show, and I give all props to Rasha. Rasha's very humble, and she network. I sent her information about being a designer in the show for, I think it was the 4th of Essence Fest. That's what it was. And she said, send me some of your designs and blah, blah, blah. And I did that. And a day or 2 later, I got an email from her saying that I was accepted to be a part of it. And it's sad I don't, because Anthony Patton, he was like the overall person of it, and Rasha was like his right hand. Social Life, that's what it was called.
Oh, nice.
Sad I have a brain freeze there. And I did it. I mean, I had so much fun with Social Life, and Anthony did a lot for the designers and the models in the industry, and I thank him and Rasha for that, because of them, I was able to put out what I had been doing for years, but on the runway, and I had fun on the runway. You never know what I'm gonna do. I take runway to different avenues. It's not boring. I call it corpsey. It's not dead when my models hit the runway.
Right.
We're having fun. I'll break off. I did a 70s line. We did the Soul Train line in the 70s outfits, and they were doing the bump. And the crowd loved it. They enjoyed it. But like I said, Rasha and Anthony, they're the 2 that got me out there.
Very nice.
So Rasha, she does work hard with the models. I don't know if she does it now. I know she does a lot of designing. But she's a designer also, and a model coach, and everything else. She's always busy herself. I haven't talked to her in quite a while because we're both doing our own thing. Right. But like I say, all props goes to her.
Yes.
And Anthony, because they believed in me. Well, Rasha did first because Anthony didn't know who I was. But she gave me that opportunity, and it has been nonstop since. Yeah.
Yes, I love Rasha. She is all about the glitz, the glamour, the bold sequins. I love her.
That's her name, Rasha Glam.
Yes, that is it. So I read that you grew up watching your mother who is a seamstress. Is that where your inspiration came from?
Absolutely. I've always watched her because she made everything. My mom became a widow at 41, and I had 5 other siblings, and I was the third to the oldest. And she would make all of my clothing and my sister's clothing and her. And she would teach during the school year. She was a paraprofessional, and during the summer, it was like she would decorate, she would design, redo the wallpaper. I mean, you name it, she did it. And then at some point, she would set up her sewing machine and sew. And that's when we had quiet time. We would lay down or whatever. Of course, I would lay right there to watch her sew.
Nice.
And that's where I learned. And at the age of 9, I started sewing.
Wow, at just 9 years old. That's inspiring. That's awesome.
And she passed away last year in August.
Yeah.
And right before she passed away, she said, "Why do you do what you do?" Because I was getting ready to have a show and all kinds of stuff. And I said, "I do it because of you." I said, "I learned all of this from you." And she actually said, "You're better than me, though."
Wow.
I'm like, "Oh." So that's where I get it from.
Wow, that's huge. That's huge to hear your mother, your first idol, say something like that, pour that into you. It's just phenomenal. Before you even started doing fashion shows, Yoge was a household name. And what was the driving force behind it?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
What has been your driving force behind Yoge?
Well, actually, Yoge, the name Yoge came in 4 years ago because I had to think of a name, a brand name. It was Yolanda made that. So I had to think of a brand name. But my driving force was my mom. And it just gives you, I love to create. Because not only do I design and sew, I paint, I draw. I can draw real well. You name it. I just love creativity.
Yes. And
I love to see when I create something, the expression on someone's face. That says it all. But I had someone that she's not a designer or anything, and she was upset because whoever she made something for didn't like it. And I said, like I told her, she said, "I know you've never experienced that." And I said, "What makes me any different from you?" I said, "Not everyone's gonna like everything you made." I said, "That's why they have so many designers. When you go in the store, you don't like just because they're a top designer. You're not gonna like their stuff. You may prefer Tommy Hilfiger, Michael Kors." I mean, and she goes, "I never thought of it that way." I said, "So don't get down. I mean, they don't like it. They don't like it. Somebody else will love it."
Yes. That's awesome. And you have, I think even by your second year of doing fashion shows, you had already been featured in 60 plus fashion shows. And now that we are in year 4, how many fashion shows would you say that you're on now?
About 75 maybe.
Wow.
75.
Global and internationally.
Yes.
And what are your most memorable moments from any of these shows? Like, what are your most memorable show moments?
I'm gonna have to say my own shows.
Yeah.
I mean, because it takes a lot. If you have never put on a production, which I'm told my events are production, because I feel a fashion show should be a production. Each show is dedicated. My shows, the adult shows, are dedicated to past movie stars or singers or whatever. My first show was dedicated to Prince. We did Purple Rain theme, and I mean, I even got choked up in it to where it's like it was really emotional. To where we did everyone was in purple or black, and third adult show, because I do a kids show, was dedicated to Michael Jackson.
Wow. Yes, I saw the kids and they're black with their pearls. Oh, they're so beautiful. Yes.
And that's what everyone has said. You don't just do a fashion show, you have a production. And I think that's what it should be catered towards,
Nice.
Memorizing someone that's no longer with us,
Yes, that is true. Paying honor, giving honor where honor is due. And in doing so, you also offer personal styling services. What is that like?
It's fun because since I claim to be a designer, which I am, a lot of people will ask for my advice. And I'm like, okay, would you wear this? And they know I'm going to be honest. So, like, no, you should not wear it. No, that's not appropriate for you. It's actually fun. It's a lot of fun. I've had brides come to me and it's like, they'll say, what type of dress would fit my body? Okay, this is what you don't want to do. This is what you want to do. So, yeah, it's fun. It's interesting.
Yeah.
And it's even more rewarding because they come to me for the advice.
Yes. And you work with models of all sizes.
All sizes. All sizes.
Do that add any added challenges with that?
No. Actually, when I first, what made me do that, when I first started in the industry, plus models were shunned. And I'm going to be honest with you. I can remember a plus model being told to, you're only walking for one person, which was me. You need to get on the side and let the people that are walking for more get their makeup and hair done in a, and I would never do that, you know. So, I cater to all size models. I don't care what size you are. I can build you up, and so many have told me, oh my God, if it wasn't for you, I never would have done this. Nobody given me the opportunity, and might I say, all ages.
Yes.
Because I have them up to 65.
Oh my goodness.
And working that runway.
And they're good too. They are good too. Like Miss Carolyn, she won at Paris Fashion Week as one of the top models, and she is a seasoned, aged, beautiful model.
Beautiful, and she constantly tell me that without you, I would never have done this. Because she actually came with a model to one of my model calls, and I said, "Well, why aren't you casting?" No, this is not for me.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, but you're beautiful. I'm too old. No, you're not.
Wow.
You're not too old. And she, no matter where I go now, she's right there.
Yeah.
And like you said, she went to Paris and she won.
Yes, she did.
She won. And you never know. Everyone doesn't feel because you're a certain age or a certain size, you shouldn't do this. Everything can be done with class.
Yes.
And that's what I promote. That they come out classy and I make them classy. They're already classy. I just take them out of their norm and put them on the runway. And they have fun with it.
Yes.
Even the plus size models. Nobody's going to want me out there. Girl, you can't stop them now. They're swinging boards and having fun.
I've seen some shoots y'all have done and they are fine. Oh man, those are some fine queens. You've done so many like lavish shoots, from the football shoot where you had all these players lined up on side of you and they was all fine.
Yes. I'm doing a wall of fame in my office.
Wow.
And it's all the different shoots I've done. Thank God I have a nephew, Ben Stevens. Benjamin Stevens.
I've heard of him.
And he's there. Then I have Sarah. She's always there. there no matter what. And then I have Ron. Ron.
That's my brother.
He's always there. So it's like I have a good set of photographers on the team. So I'm never short. And then for my kids show last year, a storm came through and I had to reschedule. So my photographers that were gonna come couldn't come because they already had something planned. So I'm like, oh my God, I don't have a photographer. But a longtime friend of mine that I've worked with for years, she put her kids in the show, and she said, do you mind if I take pictures? I'm a freelance photographer. And I'm like,
look at God.
Look at God. Look at God. I said, yes, I need you to just take pictures. And she came in and she did a wonderful job. I mean, the show turned out amazing. It was my second Tights and Tutus fashion show.
Yes.
And the kids love it. I love it. The parents love it. They want one this year. I'm not doing anything this year because of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
So
I understand that. That is wonderful. So what inspired you to create your own platform to begin with? Doing the annual Yoge Fashion Productions.
Yeah. My first show, I spent a lot of money.
Cause you go all out too. I mean, you buy awards and certificates.
I believe in taking care of my models because I'm not paying the models. I do give awards, but I take care of my models. They don't have to worry about leaving the venue once they enter. I feed them breakfast because you have to be there early. They have a good lunch. If you're over 21, you have good alcohol and wine. I rent rooms to put them up in.
Wow.
Because I don't want you drinking and driving. And it's just, you have to take care of your team. My models go all out for me, so I go all out for them.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Yes, and some of your models are booked and busy. I am following, and we're Facebook friends, so we keep in touch with each other. Do you ever have any concern of running out of ideas?
No. I'm always brainstorming. My says think too hard. I'm already working on my theme, which would have been this year. It's just going to make it even bigger for next year, so you want to be there.
Okay, yes ma'am.
I just love doing a great product, and I haven't had one guest tell me that they haven't enjoyed it.
All right, so with the platform that you created and doing your own production, do you ever run out of ideas?
No, never. My husband always say I'm always thinking and brainstorming, and I do. It's like, okay, I can do this. Oh man, that'd be a good idea to do that. I can go for the next 10 years with something. So I'm pretty good. So, but next year's going to be even bigger because I'm not going to do anything this year. So get ready. You're going to want to be there.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I sure will. And as you shared, you know, you give so much into your models, and a lot of them have said that they wouldn't be doing modeling or performing in any show if it wasn't from you. You said that they're classy, and that's what you represent. But also, I know that it takes confidence. Confidence is key for modeling, whether you are a beginner or a veteran. Confidence is important. And you're such a light to others. How do you feed yourself with confidence and then also, you know, feed confidence into your models?
That comes from my mom, because she always said you can be whatever you want to be if you put your mind to it. And I'm just very confident. Some may call it a little cocky, but I just feel about myself. I feel that we're all equal and we're So, and as you see, I take models with me everywhere I go.
Yes.
I don't have to.
Right.
I don't. Of course, they pay for their own travel and whatever. But when I show up, models are already at the event. But now when I show up, it's Team Yoge shows up, and they know when we walk in because, of course, we all have the designer Yoge shirts. And I mean, when we walked in New York Fashion Week, when we entered the hotel, they were like, "Oh my God, Yoge's here!"
Squad.
Her entire team.
Yes.
And they, like you said, the models come from all over.
Yes.
And they do. They come from all over, and we meet up, and we have a blast. And what I'm trying to get my models to understand, I'm going somewhere with this to just have faith, be patient, and the ones that stick by me will gain a lot. That's all I'm going to say. In the end, they will gain a lot. I just enjoy what I do, and I'm very confident at what I do. And like I told you before, when I asked one of the actors, do you ever deal with the animosity or the jealousy part of it? And that confirmed that that's just a part of it. When you start to rise, just as many people as you have cheering you on, that's just that many not cheering you on. And I'm okay with that, you know.
Yes.
But I'm very confident and always have been.
That's wonderful, because you have won 3 Oscars. 1, 2, 3 Oscars from the pre-Oscar show in Chicago, Illinois. How did that feel?
That was a highlight. I remember calling my husband saying, I won. I actually won. And then I had to call him again and say, I won another category. I won. Because you can't be winning. And I'm like, yes, I am winning. And then when at the end I got the overall winner, I was like, it was the whole team. Because Donovan went with me. He won. John won.
Yes.
There was so many a part of the team that won, to where the whole team took home 9 Oscars.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
some didn't travel, but they won, you know. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, and you were named the overall best designer at Coastal Fashion Week. I mean, it's like, it's not something that you're going to go to and just win, you know, in a category. You may win in a category, but then you also take home, like, the overall prize, which is...
Yeah, Kimberly got me with that one. She really did, because I was like, okay, it's the last night of the event, and they were announcing, and she has judges, and I'm talking to Rasha and Lisa Jack. I was in between those two talking. I knew I wasn't winning. I thought I was winning. And when she announced that the overall best designer for Coastal Fashion Week spring or summer, I don't remember which one it was.
Summer.
Was Yoge. I was like, what? You have got to be kidding. Dance. I went down the aisle screaming. It was like total shock. I had no idea. My husband said I got to the end and didn't even high five him. I was so far gone.
I was there.
But it was a shock. Yeah. Because see, when I go, I just give my best. I do my best. I try to have fun. I just go out to just enjoy. I enjoy what I do. And when I win, it's a surprise, you know. And a lot of my models have told me it's because of your personality. You're straightforward, but you're so bubbly. And I just try to be good to my models and good to my entire team. And I guess that's where it all comes back as a reward to me.
Yes, you do have a winning personality.
Thank you.
Yes, it is powerful. It is big, and it inspires so many others. Even the last I did a episode with another designer, and we talked about you because you poured into both of our lives. So,
thank you.
Yes. And then I saw that you also performed and some of your models walked with Walk on Water with Walk Fashion Week. That's kind of big.
That was fun. The cruise was fun.
Yes.
Just being out there was fun. It was relaxing, but very memorable event. We met so many new people and new designers. And then they had this 100-men group of unity of all ages. They walked into the show all in suits, and I mean, it was just an awesome experience.
That is wonderful. You have models of all ages because we talked about your tykes and tutus, which are the beautiful babies. What age does that start at?
If they want to walk, we take them at 2, 3, and they have a blast. They have fun, and it's like they don't want to stop. They're like, they come tugging me later on. Can we continue to play dress up, please? And I'm like, I'm tired.
That is so
I'm
cute.
sorry, but the show has to end. And I let them pick their song for their runway. The guys, little boys, I allow them to pick. Do you have a favorite song? Yeah, we have a favorite song. They go from being shy, and the moms are like, I don't know if he's gonna do it because he's shy.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of he not only requested his song, Lathan, he requested the song to walk to, and then afterwards he wanted to take me to the movie.
What?
He said, I had so much fun with you. Miss Yolanda, can I please take you to the movies? I'm like, aww. And I said, no. I said, I'm tired. And his mom was like, whoa.
Oh my gosh, that is so adorable.
I've always known his mom and his grandmother and his great grandmother. But that was my first time meeting him. And we have a friendship now. I'll drop him off gifts and stuff. And he's like, his mom messaged me. She calls me her daughter-in-law. She talks about me all the time. He said the last time I brought him something, I don't remember what it was for. I don't even remember what it was for. And she messaged me that he said, she really likes me. But I bought little Oscars for every kid in the show. So I told them they're all winners in my eyesight. You know, so they all got little Oscars and they were excited. Some parents messaged me and told me that some slept with theirs.
Oh.
I know such it. But I have an awesome lead female model. And Joyce has been with me.
Oh, yes, I love her.
I met Joyce in Baton Rouge, and it was a bond that it's just meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
And she is like there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Stephanie, I talked her into getting Stephanie Awesome, because her daughter Tierney is an awesome model.
Yeah.
I talked her into modeling, and she's another one. She has come aboard and just have, when I tell you, between Stephanie Awesome, Joyce Washington, Jillian, J-Beth, and her fiance.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Miss Carolyn, I could just go on.
Zuri.
Joyce
Yeah.
College, Zuri will go to a cat fight if I'm going.
Yes.
She will be there.
Yes. And she's fabulous. And she's going to be fabulous when she do it.
She's gonna be fabulous there. She'll dress the cats.
Yeah. Yes, that is true.
She is like, so that's my bougiest model. But she is like, these ladies have been there. I mean, even I can't think of her name. Oh God, I'm looking at her. She's a designer also. Automobile. God, what's her name?
I know who you're talking about. I'm pretty
sure. She's gonna kill me. She's gonna kill me. I cannot think.
That's her. That's her.
Dell and Rochelle Gary. I mean, these ladies are phenomenal. I mean, they are just there with me, 100%. And I mean, I would not change anything. There's a saying, you're happy that you met some people that God, there's a timing for everyone in your life. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to forget my good friend, Deborah Brown. I've been knowing her now for 40 some years, and all I have to do is say, can you, and she doesn't model, well, she did model for me one time. But all I have to do is call her, and she's right there. I have an awesome sister-in-law that supports me 100%. We support each other, and she's Terry Riggs. I mean, I just have an awesome support team, and I definitely can't leave out my siblings, because they're there. I mean, when you have a strong family support, that carries you very far. And like I said, my husband, he doesn't go travel with me to any shows I have to fly to. But he makes sure I have everything I need. He encourages me. He pushes me. We have fun. We laugh. And it's not always peachy. I'm not going to lie and tell anybody that. But, and like I told him, if it was always peachy, something wouldn't be right. Mm-hmm. I mean, because we're two different individuals. Mm-hmm. But 90% of the time, we're having fun, laughing, doing whatever it takes to make each other succeed. Yes. And to lift each other. So he's very supportive, very supportive. He builds my backdrops. The backdrops you see.
Really?
Yeah, those. A lot of people ask who decorates, who does my backdrops. I come up with the idea, and he builds. Wow. He's a contractor. He builds. He cuts the letters out. He's in there getting frustrated because I'll change something or whatever. But yeah, he's the man behind the backdrops.
That is wonderful. That is awesome that you have such a full-fledged team that is ready to go to war, to go through anything with you. All right. Well, this has been a wonderful episode of Indie Center Podcast with the Yolanda George.
Oh, we're not finished, but I had to stop that. I had to cut it off because part 2 is even better. Oh, it's juicy. Learn how they made their own fashion show and stopped traffic at Times Square. What? Yeah, come on back.